Yo, what's up? So today we're gonna mix some music with the Ableton Move. Huge thanks to Ableton for sending a unit and for sponsoring this video. It's not gonna be really a tutorial, just kind of like how I work with it, my workflow. I'll of course talk as I create some music, but we're just gonna create a beat today. Let's check it out. So first thing you see, I have all my live sets here already filled up here. So I'm gonna hit the X, let's delete here, let's start a new one. One of the best things I liked about the Move is that it randomly gives you these 4 tracks loaded up with different instruments, drums, bass, keys, lead sounds and stuff like that. Let's see what we got. Okay, sweet. Let's say I go BPM. I'm already on 172. Let's skip it. Let's do that. Let's start. Maybe I'll start sequencing a kick here. And let's do like a kind of classic jungle drum and bass maybe vibe. So I'm not gonna go with the classic kick snare, kick snare, kick snare. I'm just gonna do that syncopated one. Here we go. Okay, the snare, maybe we'll layer the snare. This one, let's go and change the sample. It'll sound like that. That's too much of a reverb for me, so let's go reverb send return. Yeah, let's layer that. And this is one of the favorite thing about the Move, this sequencer, which is super fun. Even if you use it in control mode in Ableton, it's kind of locks to the MIDI. Really awesome stuff. I should start talking and actually start making music. I just so used to making tutorials, so I'm like explaining, but let's go. Sweet. Hats. Let's do some hats here with the sequencer. I am going to go every other step. I'm going to hold it and just turn down the velocity so we get a bit more of a groove with the dynamics. Nice. Okay. Can we get a tiny bit more out of this? Let's see. Let's go to the sample itself and let's stretch it. Yeah, maybe sound like that. Let's do it every one. Let's also every other one. I'm gonna turn down the velocity here. Nice. You can also do per step automation, so I can click on that and maybe stretch this a tiny bit more and stretch this a tiny bit more. Maybe this a bit less. Nice. Might be a cool opportunity to now duplicate the loop. I'm going to go to the second bar. Let's make some variation here. Here I got 16 pitches. I don't like this sample. Let's say go change it from a kick. Maybe music percussion. Yeah, it sound like that. Let's add it on the last 8th note here of the second bar. And let's transpose it down even more. And I'm going to turn it down. So I'm going to hold just a sample and just turn it down. And let's make it shorter with a decay. Okay, cool. So some variation. We'll add more variation as we go. I would recommend doing 4 or 8 bar phrases. It's much easier later to arrange it. Sweet. Let's see what else we got. Let's take this. Transpose it down. Let's add it maybe here. And I'm going to push it, I'm going to hold it, hit the arrows so I can nudge it a tiny bit even closer to the second beat. And transpose it down. Nice. So again, we want to create a longer rhythmic phrase to create more variations. Oh, let's give it one more here on the beginning. Maybe not on the third one. Sweet. Now, I am going to use mostly just the built-in sounds of the Move, but I will give you a link to download. Right here, I said I loaded up on the Move my user sample. So I'm going to give you a pack for old school pads. They're all named with the key, with the chord name. And some top breaks, some classic breaks, you know, let's choose one. First of all, I'm gonna bring up the hold, decay, Let's see. Let's try this. Now, we don't have the warp engine yet. I don't know if yet or not, on the Move. And we kind of forget how amazing real-time stretching is. And that Ableton was actually in charge of bringing it to the modern DAWs back in 2001. That was the main feature of Ableton, the warp engine. And now all DAWs followed suit with their own warp, flex time, whatever it is. So we don't have that. So we're going to do it old school way. First of all, I'm going to mute all the pads. Let's hold mute here. Let's mute them. So we just hear the loop here. I'm going to put it on the first pad. And let's bring up the decay, the hold, and we just want to make sure they're just playing. Now, my trick here, because we're going to have to do it with transpose, going to change the length and the pitch, of course, of the sample. I'm going to just listen to the snare, and I want the snare to fall here. Right now, let's see. It's much, we need to transpose it a lot more. Oh, okay, let's try that. I'm going to loop it just once, so we can see if it's looped. That's one more. Okay, sweet. Let's bring back our drums. So this doesn't work so well. I'm trying another one. Okay, that sits better. Let's bring back our loop to 2 bars. And I'm going to put it also here. And I'm going to duplicate it to 4 bars. We're going to go to the 4th bar. And let's record some stretching there on this loop at the end, just at the 4th bar for, again, a logarithmical phrase. I'm going to do it again. Let's undo. Again. Okay, sweet. I'm going to click on it. Let's turn it down a tiny bit. Let's go to the effects, reverb. Let's maybe add some reverb on it. And maybe some saturation we already have. It's we're not going to need that. Okay, sweet. Nice. Let's add that on the 4th bar as well as kind of more of a field snare here. And well, let's add some velocity changes here as well. And we just need one more crash. Are we using this one? We're using that in the beginning. Let's take this. That's like a loop of hats. Whatever. Let's go and load drums, cymbals, crash. Ooh, classic. But turn it down. Maybe pitch it down. And let's see what's happening. Yeah, even low tone it. Yeah, just in the background. Okay, let's go to the saturator and let's boost it. Okay, the snare is too much. I'm gonna... Oh. Let's say go to the snare. We're gonna go to the sample itself. And just turn up the decay. And the hold. I wanna make it super short. No, I can't. Okay, so... Oh. Okay. That's better. Sweet, let's go to the session view. I'm going to copy this right here. Let's duplicate it to the last one. So we have it as our full drums. And now we can start doing stuff to the drums, taking away elements and stuff. Let's take away, first of all, maybe the kick and snare. We don't need this one. And not the crash. Sweet. Should we just record something also? I don't think we're using this one. Let's record. We're using the built-in mic, just like woo. Adjust the start. Pitch it, and we'll put it where we're gonna put it. Third bar here, whatever. Awesome. Let's try to create kind of a delay effect by maybe doing here and reducing velocity. Would that work? Yeah, overall, let's turn down the sound. And let's do some playback effect here. Maybe a 8-beat. I want to do a per step automation here. Maybe sound like this. Okay, sweet. Now, let's start with the pads. I'm going to mute the drums. And we're right now in key F minor. That's fine. Let's do F minor. Okay, now one of my favorite things here is also to per step sequence notes or chords. So I can hold a step and I'm going to do this note, this step, this. So I can kind of build my sequence in that way. Let's see. Ooh, that's kind of fast. Okay, we'll work with that. I'm going to copy this here. And we're going to focus right now just on one bar. Let's see what we can do with the sound. Let's go with the reverb. Oh, turn it into like a pad kind of vibe. That's kind of cool. Let's go to the bass. See what we can do with the bass. Sub shape. Let's see what it is. Let's go down an octave. I guess make more sense with our drums. I'm gonna switch bass, I think, quicker. Notes quicker. Let's do it. Let's capture. Let's change the bass sound. Let's see. Oof. Oof. Okay. I want some saturation on this. There's a double saturator here. Why? There's double saturation. Okay. And we lost it. I'm going to go to the global session mode, so we have our global effects here. I'm also going to add some saturation. It might be too much. Let's see. And I don't know what happened with our bass, so we're going to go to the bass, and we're going to delete this clip, and we're just going to record ourselves. Okay, awesome. So let's just see if we can arrange it just a tiny bit. Let's go to the session. I'm going to copy these clips to the end so we can change them. Maybe we can delete this. We move this here. So now we're just starting with... Nice. Let's see what we can do with this lead sound right here. Whoa, with some delay. Let's feedback. And can we filter it maybe a tiny bit? Delay. ben-atar. Okay, for lead sounds, you might want to change it instead of minor, let's change pentatonic, minor pentatonic. Let's try that. Only 5 notes, so we can see the root note repeats more. Okay, let's drown it in reverb. Not saturator, let's go reverb. That didn't change to reverb. Oh, I need to, okay, here we go. So I can jam with that. Then I can start maybe adding the bass here. Let's add the bass. But in this one, I want the bass to be a bit longer. So let's create a new clip here for the bass. I'm gonna go to the bass. Nice, and then we'll add our drums here. So I don't want them here. Nice. Just jamming with the leads. Let's get the drums. Nice. And then we'll take out the bass. We'll filter it out. And we'll go to our main one. We have 9 bars on the bass. Whatever, it's fine. Sweet, let's go to our global effects. Instead of it, I'm gonna add the delay here, just so we can do some ending. Nice. Super fun. Ableton Move, very quick. Coming up with ideas, and of course later I'll just load it in Ableton, continue working on that. Hope you like, and I'll catch you next time.